Kelly. We're doing our feet.
Yes.
Oh.
Two deaths have occurred, and everything is changed by these events. We are painfully aware that life can never be the same again, that yesterday is over, that relationships once rich have ended. But there is another way to look at this truth. If life went on without the presence of those that have died, we can only conclude that the lives we remember made no contribution, filled no space, meant nothing. The fact that these people left behind a place that cannot be filled is a high tribute to them as individuals. Life can be the same after a trinket has been lost, but never after the loss of a treasure. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kelly Malash, and I am honored and I'm humbled to be your funeral celebrant today for our time that we're going to spend together. We are here to remember and to celebrate the lives of Walter and Alice Trealout. It is my hope that every part of this service will honor their amazing lives lived amongst us. This is a unique time. It's not often that we gather to honor a husband and a wife together. With their deaths occurring together, it's necessary that we celebrate them together, just as they've been together for 53 years. What a gracious and a special opportunity that has been created for each one of you to have this sacred moment of gathering to give words and experience the aches in your hearts for both of these special and loving people. Our hearts are joined with you, the family, as we gather here amongst the rich heritage and the ancestry of both the Trealout and Duquette families. I'd like to personally acknowledge each one of you, the family and the friends of Walter and Alice, and also all of you joining us on live stream. Since December the 3rd, you have carried Walter and Alice and their family in your hearts, your thoughts, and your intentions to do whatever you can to help them survive this onslaught of deep pain and disbelief that occurred and just turned upside down. So today will be for Walter and Alice. We've come here together, and we will leave together knowing how lucky you were for having this man and this woman in your world and realizing that they will always be a part of your world. Walter began his adventure that we call life just a few days before Valentine's Day on February the 9th, 1947, where he joined his family in Clark's Beach. He roamed the planet for 4 years until, unbeknownst to him, his soulmate and the love of his life would arrive. Alice blessed the world with her arrival on April the 25th, 1951, that joined her family in McGregor. Little did they know that their two gargantuan, pure hearts were destined to collide. As Cupid would have it, with Alice still in her teens, she would meet Walter, and on October the 12th, 1968, McGregor would set the stage for the lovebirds to share their forever and ever vows. They settled back in with Walter's parents and immediately started creating teeny tiny Trealouts that would make the essence of their love astounding. Walter and Alice were non-judgmental and wholly loving people. So to expand upon that, is my honor now to invite Vicki up to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Vicki Trealout. I'm Walter's oldest daughter. Some of you may have met me, some of you have not. It's unfortunate that we're meeting for the first time under these circumstances. I'd like to read something my son wrote, my eldest son. Keep your head held high. They never would have wanted us to suffer in pain. They never would have wanted us to laugh, or they would have wanted us to laugh and remember all the good times when we spoke their names. They never would have wanted us to remember bad times or sorrow. Instead, remember the random things Dad would say or borrow. Now it is time to dry our eyes and heal as time goes by. For you, Mom and Dad, we will walk with our heads held high. We never knew what to expect from you. We all went down different paths. For one thing we could always count on was your unexpected laughs. We miss you already. Just know you always hold a place in our hearts. With ashes we all will receive. We will never be apart. From time to time we will hear your name and temporarily we will sigh. But no matter what, for you, we will always walk with our heads held high. My dad was a strong man. I tried to think of advice he would give us all here today. I think he would say, let yourself feel anything inside. Say and do anything you need to do. Don't feel like you should be doing anything other than what you need to do for yourself. It's not day by day now. It's minute by minute right now, and it will be for quite some time. It's a very painful journey. People will say that you will get through this, and in a sense we all will, in time. But our entire lives, everything we ever knew, all the future we envisioned having with them by our sides, everything, every thought will hurt. So I think my dad would say, let yourself cry, scream if you need to. Whatever your soul needs to, make sure you allow for healing. Just remember to take care of yourself and your families. It's hard and you probably won't feel like you can, but your health and your family need you to be as good to yourself as you can be. Always remember to love each other. Me and Mom, we are together now, and we will always be in your hearts. No, our spirits are set free. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki. We have calcium in our bones, iron in our veins, carbon in our souls, and nitrogen in our brains. 93% stardust with our souls made of flames. We're all just stars with people names. Alice and Walter developed and nurtured an incredibly loving, nurturing, and significant relationship with their grandson David that they formally adopted when he was just 4 years old. They were David's grandparents, his parents, his role models, and inspiration his entire life. It is my honor now to invite David up to say a speech and then gift us with a song.
Hello, everybody. As Kelly she said, not only were they my grandparents, they were my parents. I love them a lot. I may not say it in so many words. My grandmother, growing up as adoption at 4 years old, whether it was raining or snowing, she would bring me lunch and at break school every day, whether it be Wendy's, whether it be 2-for-1 pizza. I could count on having lunch with her at the front of Mill Street Public School. My grandfather, I told him when we lived with them all the time, every night, I would give him a beer kiss on the cheek and I would tell him, Papa, I love you. And most would know what my sexuality is. I don't blame Pop for not wanting to hug. I always told Pop, I don't love you in that way. I love you as a grandchild would love a grandfather. December 3rd, we were all traumatized. I was traumatized. I was thinking this is nothing but a dream. It can't be happening. But I'm here to say today, it's reality, and it's not just me who has been affected by all this. We have family, we have friends, even people that just knew my grandfather and my grandmother who's been affected by this. So today, I want to honor and celebrate their life as they would want me to, and that would make them more proud and show them all the love that they could ever want. When we have the luncheon, I will be saying grace before we have our lunch. So if everybody could just, before we eat, when I get up, just bow your heads as I do grace. Thank you. Oh yeah, hit it, the song.
It just takes a minute for them to cue it up.
And now the end is near, and so they face their final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which the certain they've lived a life that's full. They've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. They did it their way. Regrets, they've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. They did what they had to do and thought through without exemption. They planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. They did their way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when they bit off more than they could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, they ate it up and spit it out. They faced it all and they stood tall, and it is their love. They've laughed, they cried. They've had their share of losing. But now, as our tears subside, they find it all so amusing to think they did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not them. They deserve waiting. For what is a parent? What have they got? If not each other, then they would have not to say the things they truly feel. And of the words of one who kneels, the record shows they put their blows, but they didn't their way. Remember that it was their way. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, David. Walter and Alice made life exciting and simple. I'm not too sure how exciting pork and beans and sardine sandwiches are, but for Walter, he loved them. A great meal was everything from the fridge that was thrown into a goulash, or his trademark baked bread or homemade pizza. He was the guy that was up for everything, and Alice was the one who just kept him in line. To relax, Alice would sit down with a coffee and a smoke, while Walter enjoyed his cigar. And depending on who got to the TV first, it was either a Western or a war movie that Walter picked or a crime show for Alice. Every grandchild etched an indelible place in Walter and Alice's heart. It's my honor now to invite Cameron up to say a few words.
Nice.
Everybody, thanks for coming. Love everybody. Just want to say a few things. I'm one of my grandfather and grandmother's grandson. I love teasing my grandmother in a way like birthdays, anything, or she called me and said, Cam, I need your help. Well, what do you need? I need some muscle. No problem, Graham. I got it. I do that for you. Grandpa waking up in the morning, hey, you and kids want to go fishing? Yeah, we do. Like, we'll be up, no problem. Yeah, sure. Wake up, where's Grandpa? He's already in the car waiting for us because we procrastinate. Wake up, do our thing, breakfast, wake up, do our love gig. That's it. Just wanted to share that moment with you guys because I won't be able to get to do it with them no more. Even waking up, having to talk with them before work, or having that after beer work with them, he's at home waiting for me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cameron. And now, Marissa, wherever you are, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Oh,
I remember when my family went to visit our grandparents. My grandfather would always used to have family over for breakfast every Sunday. He would also show me and my sisters his vegetable garden. He'd give us some vegetables, tomatoes, lettuce, whatever he had, to come home and eat.
My sister Brooklyn remembers when my grandpa always had candy at the house. My grandmother also helped me make my banana bread for school. They were both loving and kind to us all the time.
I remember that my grandmother used to come about 5 times a month to make us chicken and dumplings, which we all loved. And my grandfather would make bread for us, which my father never got a taste of it because we couldn't eat it.
Amen.
Had to make quite a bit of bread for us, so each of us got some. They came over a lot, and I was raised a little bit by them with help from my father and my Aunt Kim. I don't have too many memories of them, but they were good people, and they will be missed a lot. But
Thank you, ladies. Regardless of what was happening in their lives, family was the true north and the forever burning ember of Walter and Alice's life. Their lives sometimes were not on sync with each other, but they managed to always catch up. Some days Alice was off to Olmsted's or Prestige, and sharing the car with Walter Jr., while Walter Sr. was guiding the dual axles of his transport truck to his next pickup. And while he may have been filled with lines like, "If I had your money, I'd burn mine," the two were generous beyond belief, including sponsoring a family from Indonesia that they were blessed to have met while traveling there. Once you walked into the Walker and Alice's sphere, you felt the red carpet of their love beneath you. And Rob, now it's my honor to invite you up.
Hi everyone. Thank you for the honor of being able to speak. I have only known these two wonderful people for 6 short years, but it was amazing to know. First time I met them, they welcomed me into their home, their lives, and their family. I have witnessed so much from them. Their love for their family was amazing. It meant everything to them, so much that they had very little time to share with each other. Their special time was their drive to work. The last 6 months I lived in their home. Every morning at 4:30, that man got up, made his coffee, smoked his pipe, watched his grid. You know that, Wally? He always had to turn that TV on. 5 o'clock, he would make his wife a coffee, go in, wake her up, and they would spend that time, this few precious moments they had each day, alone with each other. I don't know about the rest. I'm at peace knowing that they went together in the very short moments they had each morning. They loved each other very much. They loved their family so much. No one will ever take that from them. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. On December the 3rd at 5:38 a.m., the most surreal and unimaginable tragedy happened to you. In what seems like a fleeting moment, you lost the 2 lighthouses of your life. They, of course, Alice and Walter, were on their way to help someone, which was the guiding force of their collective existence. And the truth is, what we have done for ourselves alone dies with us. What we have done for others and the world remains and is immortal. And the answers are yet to come. And they will come, but for now you are left with your loss, your angst, and your wonder. When you survive loss, everyone is quick to tell you just how strong you are and how tough you must be. But actually, no one has a choice to survive grief, do they? It's not optional. You just have to cry in the shower, sob in your pillow, and pray that you will make it. And in those moments of soft reprieve, we rejoice and we call our spirit back to us. The first Christmas after you lose someone is hard, and many of you may be experiencing just that. You will feel like not celebrating, but you will go along with it for the kids, for the family. It will hurt. The presents not bought, the chair not sadden, the memories of past Christmases that threaten to suck the joy out of the whole day. But you will get through it. You may even raise a smile between the tears. And if you can, you'll find gratitude for the Christmases that you had with Walter and Alice. So light the candle. Cry. Start a new tradition in their memory and always listen to the beautiful music like the songs that Walter used to sing to everyone. For everyone that joined us here today and that has been with the family to support them during this most difficult time, thank you so very much. Your presence is appreciated more than what the family can ever put words to, I'm sure. To everybody that's joined us on live stream, thank you. We feel your presence here, we feel your love, and we ask that all of you combine together to bring yourselves forward to the next few days, few months, and keep talking about Walter and Alice and their family, and to the family. Thank you for trusting me and allowing me to share the lives of your family together today and lead this tribute. Thank you.
Point?
Mm-hmm.
I would, if it's all right, I have a few more words I would like to say.
Absolutely. Just a few more words.
While watching breaks with my grandfather, which I love to do over and over again, he used to tell me stories of the past of how Grandma and how him and Grandma met. He remembers the first time going to see Mim and Pip. Grandma was there, and Pip said, "Oh, come on in, Sonny." And he came in, and Pip gave him a hug, and he told me stories like when he used to play cards with his brothers and Uncle, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this because it's true. They would have bottles of beer on the table, and he was always wondering why his bottle was always empty and he never took a sip out of it. We finally found the culprit who was drinking all the beer. My uncle would be underneath the table, and he would be reaching out to him about bottle of beer, and my grandfather was wondering why I getting a hangover over that dude, because my uncle was drinking the beer. But I remember I have so many memories of the past of that man and what he has told me. There's too much memories that I can't, there's too many memories to say, and I'm not gonna say them all. But I would like to thank you all for letting me share those two memories that I'll never forget in my mind.